Wait.
Hello and thank you for coming. We are here today to pay tribute to a man whose example of being a truly great father leaves nothing to be desired. Kevin Prather has dedicated his life to the betterment of my family and has displayed true humility, strength, and loyalty throughout his 51 years of life. So what truly makes a man? Does manhood rely on physical prowess, or does it revolve around intelligence? Is it achieved through success in the workplace? Now, all these are admirable aspirations, and they do not define a man, nor do they constitute true manhood. A real man knows when to stand up for a cause and when to stay seated. A real man does not run from his emotions, rather he knows how to use them in his decision-making. A real man knows the value of companionship and the importance of family. And more importantly, a real man knows that what others think does not carry any weight. However, he puts his family onto his own shoulders. A real man listens, leads, and loves. Now, my father has displayed all three of these things throughout his entire life, and he has lived his life as a flawless example of what it means to be a man. And for this reason, among others, he is worthy of the tribute I pay him today. My father has shown me all my life what it means to be a godly man. Ever since I was just 2 years old, we would have conversations about right and wrong or good versus evil. I remember the long walks in the Wisconsin autumn where my parents would be walking with me and we would discuss very important issues in a man's life. And although I was still very young, we discussed deep concepts through very simple and tangible dialogue, such as good versus evil or the eternal value of my actions. I learned at a very young age that it is not right to lie, cheat, or steal, and that a man should live his life honorably and for the good of those around him. Now, these conversations started when I was merely a child, but they have continued on to even today. In fact, just this last week, I was able to talk with my father and get some solid advice on work ethic and determination. For the past 21 years, I've been blessed with a mentor and a father that I've been able to learn a great deal from. Now, however, my father's leadership is not confined only to deep conversations or wise advice. My father has also been a role model for me through his example in my home life. My father's example in my home showed me how to love, fight, and care for those around me. One example that he has shown me throughout his entire life is how he treated his own wife, or my mother. My father always taught me to treat women like princesses because that's what they are. And in fact, to this day, my father still refers to my mother as his queen. Another example that my dad has shown me is how to lead a family. My father fought for us relentlessly in times of trouble, and he was always there to help us back up when we fell. He also taught me how to display love through discipline and how to prioritize my life so that God and family come first and everything else comes second. In addition, my father has also shown me the value of a good work ethic. He's taught me that there is no greater motivation to work as hard as I can than the love that I have for my family. This love overpowers any desire to stay home, and it trumps any tendency toward a lackluster work effort. It also overpowers any exhaustion or fatigue that may come from leading a family. Finally, my father has taught me how to keep going in times of great hardship. Throughout my athletic career, my father was a vital component of my support system. He was always right there cheering for me during times of success, and he was also right next to me during times of defeat or difficulty. My father taught me the importance of determination and the value of having a strong willpower to keep moving forward. My father taught me these lessons with almost every chance that he got, whether it be a car ride home from a collegiate showcase or in the pre-operating room before a big surgery. And even at times, my father would pull me out of my room at night to show me a motivating scene from a movie or an empowering speech. In fact, one moment that I keep very dear to me was a couple years back. My father and I were able to watch the movie Rocky Balboa together. And my father put great emphasis on this one scene where Rocky is talking to his son, and he just says, life is going to hit harder than anyone you ever met. And it's not about how hard you can hit back, it's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. About how much you can take and keep moving forward, because that's how winning is done. And I know it sounds silly that such an important part of my life stemmed from a 30-second clip from a Rocky movie, but I don't think it was the movie so much that made that moment special. I think it was the lesson that my father taught me through that movie that made that moment unforgettable. Now, through all these moments, my father has demonstrated his true love for me, and he has shown me his desire for me to not only succeed, but to become a real man. My father has spent his entire life leading my family and teaching my sister and I how to grow up to be godly individuals. And I know there's been countless times where I've let my father, God, or myself down, but I strive to take these moments and turn them into opportunities and to learn and to grow from them so that I can get closer and closer to becoming the man that my father has taught me to be. Without my father, I know that I wouldn't stand a chance in this world. His love has got me through countless situations, and he has taught me how to learn from my own mistakes. So I love you very much, Dad, and I thank God every day for placing you in my life. Thank you, and God bless.